The Bureau of Corrections has filed multiple complaints, including plunder and malversation of public funds, against suspended BuCor Chief Gerald Bantag. INQUIRER.net's justice reporter Tech Torres Tupas fills us in with the details. Tech?
Neil, another complaint has been filed against suspended Bureau of Corrections Director General Gerald Bantag, this time involving the questionable disbursement of 900 million for the construction of as well as repair of prison facilities at the Iwahig Prison and Penal Farm in Palawan, Davao Prison Penal Farm and Leyte Regional Prison in Abuyog, Southern Leyte. Aside from Bantag facing complaints for plunder, graft, malversation of public funds, and violation of the Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards of Public Officials and Employees, is one personnel from the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology, as well as 6 personnel from the Bureau of Corrections. Based on the complaint, Bantag allegedly conspired with the other respondents to divert or misappropriate the funds for the construction of prison facilities in a public bidding held last September 2020. The complaint said the 900 of the 900 million, 273 million were misappropriated by the respondents. BuCor legal counsel Al Ferreira said the government paid the winning contractors about 93% of the 300 million allotted for Iwahig prison and penal farm construction, but only 57% were completed, while 95% of the 300 million were paid for the construction and repair of the Davao prison and penal farm, but only 59% were completed, while for the Leyte construction, 80% have been paid of the 300 million funding, but only 47% has been completed. INQUIRER.net has tried to get the side of the camp of Director Bantag, but has not yet responded. Neil?
Tech, let's explain this to those who are watching us right now. So what happens next? What options do the camp of General Bantag have?
After the filing of the complaint, it is a standard operating procedure at the DOJ that the case will be assigned by the National Prosecutor's Office to either a prosecutor or a panel of prosecutors, depending on the nature of the case. Then once a panel of prosecutors or a prosecutor has been assigned to the case, they will evaluate the complaint if it would warrant a conduct of preliminary investigation or outright dismissal of the complaint. If they will conduct a preliminary investigation, this means they will determine if the evidence submitted by the Bureau of Corrections is enough to file the case in court. But before that, during the conduct of the preliminary investigation, Bantag will be required to submit a counter affidavit and supporting evidence against the complaint filed against him by the BuCor. Then after that, the Bureau of Corrections will be required to respond, and eventually, based on that, they will determine if the case will be filed in court or not.
Okay, Tech, thank you so much. That's Tech Torres Tupas reporting live.